Okay guys, welcome to Module 1. In this module, our expert will be teaching you about recording your video lessons. So get ready to take some notes and let's jump right in.
Alright guys, so in this lesson, which will be a pretty quick one, we're just going to go over some of the basic ways of recording video content for your e-learning product. Most of these you're already familiar with, that's why this is going to be a pretty quick lesson. However, I want to cover three specific ones. Number one is basically just a PowerPoint presentation. Now a PowerPoint presentation is easy enough to set up, most of you have set that up many times. The question is, how do you turn it into a video? And there's two options. Option number one would be to have a script that you read through carefully in a well-presented manner and record that prior to trying to make the video. So you just record the audio. And once you've got the audio recorded, you then import that audio right here into your slide and you set it to, if you go to playback, to hide during the show, play across slides, and probably start automatically is best on your first or one of your first slides. And then you would go through rehearse timings and just go through the entire slideshow and click through the presentation in synchronization with the audio that you're listening to. And then once you save that, when you export this to MP4, it'll be synchronized. The other option, if you're good at delivering things off the cuff, would be to forego recording your audio beforehand and just record it during an actual recording of the slideshow. So once your slideshow is all set up, just hit record slideshow, and you're going to go through the entire thing, click through it, narrating in real time, and it'll record your narration, and that will be your finished MP4 when you export. One quick tip, though, is get yourself on camera, okay? Even if you don't like being on video, at a minimum, for the sake of your personal brand, have a picture of you on the first slide, at least when you're saying, hey folks, this is so-and-so, and in today's lesson we're going to discuss. During that portion, that intro portion, it's a good idea to actually have yourself in the video at the beginning for the sake of your personal brand. Not a must, but a good idea, okay? Finally, once you've done one of those two options, either importing an audio file that you recorded beforehand or recording it in real time, you're going to come over here to File, you're going to Export, and you're going to export it as a video, MP4, at 1080p. That's the best way to do it. So that is the PowerPoint side of things. Now, let's have a look at screen capture, screen recording. Now you can use various types of screen recording software. Probably the coolest one out there is, well, I shouldn't say that. There's many very, very cool ones. But one of the popular ones is OBS because of all the settings that you can adjust. Okay, and OBS, basically you would come into your recording center here, you would come over to Source, and audio is usually set up automatically, but you want to right click, add a new source, and that source should be display capture right there. Hit OK, and as you can see, here I'll move a window around, and there you can see our screen right there on screen being moved around. Let's go ahead and pull that back up so we can actually see what's going on. And there's a couple different settings that you can choose from. You can have it capture your entire screen, or you can have it focus on just one window. So definitely play around with that. But you've seen these 1,000 times. These are the over-the-shoulder tutorial style videos, kind of like we're recording right now. And you're just walking through a process and making sure that the important parts are captured right there on your screen. So let me go ahead and close this out before it interferes with my current video capturing software, which is Screencast-O-Matic, which is basically the exact same thing. Close this, and let's come back over to my browser to talk about the final of the three ways that you can record your content, and that is on-screen talking head video of you, and guess what? You don't need to have a studio-grade camera with a green screen and all that stuff. Nowadays, if you look at the average smartphone, and I've got, let's see, Google's Pixel, I've got Samsung Galaxy S9, and I've got iPhone 10 pulled up here. And what you'll notice is 12 megapixel camera. 12 megapixel camera. Where is it over here? I'm sure I saw it. Oh yeah, there you go. 12 megapixel camera. All of these record video in at least 1080p HD at a pretty nice frame rate. But I think most of them now do 4K recording. So there's no need for you to go out and spend money on a super high-tech camera. And there's also no need these days. I mean, video content in general, the trending thing is for it to become a little bit more casual. Literally just you at your table, like this gal, in her living room with her house behind her, doing a video. That's the trending thing these days. So don't feel like you have to go out there and break the bank on all sorts of studio equipment and green screens and special stuff and lighting. I mean, lighting is probably the one thing that you should invest in a little bit. But don't go crazy, because videos are getting easier to make on screen, your talking head style videos are more easy to make, less expensive to make, and the trend these days is casual. That's what appeals to most audiences today, and you can just do that with your smartphone right there. Go buy a small little tripod to put on your desk, and or even, even a selfie stick would probably pass these days, although maybe not for a high-end e-learning environment. But that's it, guys. That's the 3 ways that you can easily record content for your e-learning course.
All right, welcome to Module 3. In this module, our expert will be teaching you about monetizing and managing your courses. So get ready to take some notes and let's jump right in.
All right, guys, so we're here inside of the EverLesson dashboard again. We're going to talk quickly about monetization, how to set it up so that you can actually accept payments, and then we're going to get into the actual membership management and monitoring. So if you'll recall, we've got a little sales page here that we created in the previous lesson, and we can send traffic here, and we can accept payments. However, we can't really accept payments yet because we haven't truly set up monetization yet. So we have to actually go through a little bit of a process here. I'm going to go ahead and hit edit for our sale price of $20. And we've got all of this stuff filled out already from the previous lesson. Let's see, it is a one-time payment, as we determined already, and payment options. We went with JVZoo. Okay, JVZoo is a great digital product marketplace and payment platform. And what we need is an actual button code, which means we have to actually create this product in JVZoo. And when I say product, I mean product listing. Okay, so that JVZoo has something to process. So we're going to come over to JVZoo, and we're on the product creation page. We're going to give our product a name. Let's just call it Fiddler Course. And affiliates are a great way to get traffic on autopilot, so we're going to make this discoverable to affiliates. We're going to go show in our new public marketplace. It is $20, so let's go ahead and do that. Then we're going to go to description. We're going to type in our description. Then we're going to go to categories. We're going to find one that seems to be somewhat related. Hopefully there's one for music or oh, here we go. Entertainment, music. That'll work. Currency, US dollars. Product price was, what was it, $19.99, I think. I'm going to go to quantity. We can leave that unlimited. Allow sales. Launch date doesn't really matter. It's not applicable, but we'll just leave it set to what it is. Let's see here. Commission payout percentage. Since we did have the affiliate option checked, that means if anybody finds our product on the marketplace and wants to promote it to their audience, we'll be willing to give them a certain percentage. So let's just say 25% for now. Product subscription based. It is not. It was a one-time. No time sale. We don't need to worry about this because it's not relevant to us. We want to accept payments through PayPal and Stripe, and we want to manually approve affiliates if they request to promote. We'll just say, give us a good way to contact you. Okay. And that's a little message that affiliates will see when they try to request an affiliate link. Let's see here. Support email address. Let's say fiddler@support.com. Just making that up. Sales page URL. We have that, so we can just put that right here. And we'll go to... let's see, checkout template, we'll stick to the standard one, classic, if you will. Receipt custom information. go ahead and say, please check your email for login details. That's just a little message that's added to the receipt. And let's see, download/thank you page. We'll want to grab the actual login URL for our course, which for us was fiddlermembership.etc. And 45-day return period, that's fine. No physical delivery. Let's see, no more information collection. We'll turn off our autoresponder integration since we're using Everlesson's autoresponder, but we could use our own autoresponder if we really wanted to. The big thing here is going to be adding an external program integration. We're going to need that set up with a special URL that we get from Everlesson. So we'll come back into Everlesson, and this is the payment notification URL. Go ahead and copy that. Come back over here and paste that in there. And that is about it. We can now hit Save Product. And while that's saving, we'll come back over here and we'll talk about what needs to go in this field. Now, originally we just left a placeholder in there while we were going through the actual course creation process in the previous lesson. But now it's time, if we want to really accept payments, to actually find the button code for this from within JVZoo. And that's actually right here in the product details area under buttons. We're going to grab this button here. Copy. I mean, you can pick whatever style you want. It doesn't really matter since we'll be using our Everlesson sales page for accepting payments. But we do need the button code at least so that it's integrated correctly. We're going to go ahead and paste this here. And we'll hit save. And voila, we are all set to start accepting payments for our Fiddler course. Now let's talk really quickly about the campaign dashboard and monitoring your campaigns, okay? So now, of course, since we just set this up literally in the previous lesson, there's no stats to look at. I do want to just sort of familiarize you with the dashboard and a couple of pages for monitoring stats in the future, because it is a good idea to keep an eye on how things are going in your members area. So obviously we've got some pretty clear stuff. We've got a map that shows us where members are in the world. We've got the member database with lists of members. We've got how complete our membership is, and this gives us an indication of what we still need to work on. We've got gamification, we've got monetization. So let's have a look at each of those respectively. So here we've got our gamification stats, and again, we don't have any because we just started this, but what you're going to want to be looking at is seeing whether or not people are using your gamification. When you award goals or points for the completion of each lesson, you can actually come in here and see what members are actually going through the course, how many goals are completed, how many badges are earned, and that sort of thing. And if you're not getting much engagement in that area, you might have to do one of two things. You might have to change the gamification a little bit more, increase incentives, make it more attractive, or proactively market the concept of gamification. So send out marketing emails to your members, reminding them, hey, by the way, if you earn, X amount of points, you'll get a little reward. You'll unlock this free course, this, that, or the other thing. Or, hey, let's have a contest. Let's see who can get through the course the fastest. The next 5 people who finish the course, X, Y, Z. So you might have to actually galvanize and get people to actually start working if you're not seeing the type of results on this page that you want as far as gamification and progression through the course, which is very important. It's kind of the lifeblood of your online business. So the next thing here is going to be monetization. Again, no stats because we just started, but what you want to monitor here is get an impression of how many people are actually buying when they come to your page. Okay, so you've got impressions and clicks, and then you've got conversions. Okay, so how many people are coming to the page and how many people are actually buying, what percentage. If that's a low percentage, obviously you're going to want to change something about the marketing, the sales material, the sales page to make it more attractive. So this is very important to monitor because it has implications for your business. And then, of course, we've got the members page here, which will give you your members' names when they joined, their last login, which is an important stat to sort of keep track of because that gives you an idea of the level of engagement that your members have and the amount spent. So pretty straightforward stuff. Just be aware that it's there and be aware that you do need to be monitoring this stuff and taking actions according to the information that you're finding here as you manage and monitor your online courses.
Hello and welcome to this course on e-learning. In this course, we're going to cover how to incorporate e-learning, which is one of the hottest growing industries, into your business. This course is divided into 3 modules. Module 1 covers recording video lessons. Module 2 covers uploading and creating your course. And Module 3 covers monetizing and managing your courses. By the time this course is over, you'll know how to leverage e-learning to empower your customers, as well as generate leads and revenue for your business. So without further ado, let's dive into the first module.